Hello, so today I would like to present to you my second project of the semester. And for this project, we are assigned to do floor and wall, but with themes. And as for my themes, I got feelings through the wall or dinding sebagai perasa. So let's move on to the presentation. I would like to present to you my first design concept. So this is my design concept. And I'm very heavily inspired by a two-tiered birthday cake here. And let me show you the maquette. For this maquette, I purposely give some textures here because I wanted to make it look like an unblended frostings of a cake. So when a cake decorator is decorating a cake, they will put frostings around the cake and then they will blend it out later on. And this is the same effect that I want to give off to people. I want to make it look as an unblended frostings of a cake, but I also want this to look as if like a rocky surface, because I want when people are experiencing being around this place, I want to make people feel they're like surrounded by rocks, but still they're not actually surrounded by rocks, but they're actually surrounded by a wall with surface. And because of that, maybe a lot of people have mixed feelings about this. Some like it, some do not like it, maybe because of this rocky texture and uneven surface of the wall. Maybe people would feel uneasy, or even they would feel maybe scared, or maybe they feel trapped because they feel like the texture walls could make it as is like it is a rock, but it's actually not a rock. And especially when this building is made into realization, I wanted to paint the walls with a darker color to mimic exactly as if it's like a rock, a rocky surface. And then next, I would like to discuss about the exclusivity and the inclusivity. So for the exclusivity, this part right here, the stair right here, is leading to this upper part. As you can see, it is leading to this upper part, and not most people could go up the stairs because maybe because of old age, or maybe they have disabilities, and only some people could go up here. And so that will prove the exclusivity of this place. But since we are also talking about inclusivity, we are also talking about the space around here. I call it the communal space because it is easily accessible around this area. As you can see right here, it's an open space, it's a communal space, but still it has these walls surrounding it. And I want people to enjoy the place even though they could not go up to the second level. I want people to also to enjoy the place, and they could, lounge here, chill in this communal space, maybe hang out with their friends, and yeah. And as for the color, I was actually thinking of painting it like a brownish red earth tone because as I said, I wanted to look as a rocky surface. So yeah. And for the materials that could be used to make this building be into, and as for the materials such as wood, steel, and yeah, anything else could be used to build this building. Okay, moving on to the second maquette and second design concept. So for the design, second design is I'm inspired by an octopus. Here as you can see, the tentacles inspired me to make these rams that leads to the these podiums. And for the wall right here, it's inspired by ACLJ. And I'm going to show you the maquette. So this is my maquette, and as you can tell, I am inspired by ACLJ for these walls because CLJ have this really funny looking shape, like they're moving like this and like this under the sea surface, and I want to mimic that with these walls. And then so we have this podium right here, as you can tell, and these ram that is inspired by an octopus tentacles that leads up to these rams, and the stairs for the exclusivity, and of course the rams are for the inclusivity. And as for the purpose of the plants in the middle of the podium or the building is to make it as if we're inside a cave, because these walls are very tall and with like its rocky texture, or like this cavey texture. I want people to feel that as if they're inside a cave, and they could feel being surrounded by nature, being surrounded by these tall, rocky landscape. I want to make people feel like that. So as you can see here, it's very tall, and the plants right here have actually no purpose, but I just want to add it for the aesthetic and to make it feel as if they're surrounded by nature, even though they're not in nature. Technically they're not in nature, but still I want to make people feel they're still inside a cave, surrounded by nature and everything. And yeah, for the exclusivity, as I said before, is there's stairs here, and there's ramp leading up these podiums. And I know most people won't enjoy this area because of how tall it is and how everything is very tall here. So I know some would feel comfortable because of how tall it is, and yeah. Plus, I also wanted to tell that these walls right here I plan it to be made out of a steel and then painted by a metallic bronze color pigment to have like this bronzy effect. And when it's beaming under the light, when the lights shine, like the night lights shines through this building, it beams like this metallic color. Or even it's under the sun, it beams like this sparkly, glittery, shimmering, and makes people feel mesmerized by this building because of how tall, and it's beaming and it's gleaming, shining. So yeah, and I think that's it for my presentation today. So thank you very much.